Hey y'all, welcome back to our very bookish channel. My name is Amanda and welcome to my review of We Are All Guilty Here by Karin Slaughter. I just want to say thank you to William Morrow Books, which is an imprint of HarperCollins, for sending me this copy of We're All Guilty Here by Karin Slaughter. This book came at the perfect time because I was thinking about Karin Slaughter and I was thinking, you know, I really used to love her books years ago. I was obsessed. I read maybe like 3 Karin Slaughter books in a row. I started the Will Trent series, read the first 2 books of that. I've read Pretty Girls. I read the one, The Good Daughter, I think it's called. I think it has daughter in the title at least. And I can't, it's been a while, but I have been thinking that I really need to start reading her again. And this book came in the mail. So excited that I got this copy of this book. This is a brand new series by Karin Slaughter, and Karin Slaughter's books usually revolve around detectives. So her books kind of remind me of that TV series True Detective. They are dark and themed, and they are dark crimes. You have disturbing crimes committed by very disturbed individuals against people, usually women, and even in this case, children, 15-year-old children. So I would say maybe that's a trigger warning. I wouldn't say this book is graphic. You're not getting, you get details of the crimes through police talk, police reports, autopsy reports, that kind of thing. You're not technically witnessing the crimes, so it's kind of dark in that sense, but it's not disturbing like you're gonna get a lot of body gore or a lot of, you know, where you're witnessing a torture or anything like that. But it is disturbing in the fact that you learn the details through investigative work. And I was so excited to find she is coming out with a new series. I have read the first couple of books of the Will Trent series and I want to read more, but it feels a little overwhelming because there's like 14 books, I think, in that series so far, and I don't think the series is done. She's still coming out with more, so it feels overwhelming, like I need to get caught up and read like a million books. But to follow a new series coming out is always fun. It's always fun to start from the beginning and follow with the releases. So in this book, you're following Detective Emmy Clifton, and she is the daughter of the sheriff. And she's sort of his second-hand man, the second in charge from the sheriff. And she comes from a family of Cliftons, and they have been in positions of power throughout history of this town, North Falls. It's a small town in Georgia. So they have a lot of family secrets that get uncovered. And where this book starts off is it's the 4th of July and you're following a young 15-year-old girl, and she's supposed to meet up with her best friend. They're supposed to take her best friend Cheyenne's dad's car out for a little joyride and get into a little bit of teenage mischief on the 4th of July because everyone else is going to be distracted with the fireworks and going to the fair and all of the stuff going on the 4th of July. So they're kind of sneaking out, taking their dad's car for a joyride, and her friend Cheyenne is late. Her friend's not showing up, and she's extremely nervous. She gets really nervous. It's kind of like she knows something you don't know. Okay, these kids were planning something dangerous, and Cheyenne didn't show up. So Madison decides to try to get help from Emmy Clifton, who is the deputy sheriff working around the area. This girl is waiting for her friend, but she gets kind of blown off a little bit, and Emmy doesn't have time for her right now. So then Madison sees a car pull up. She thinks it's Cheyenne, like that deviated from their plan and is just picking her up in the car right there where the fair is going on. So she approaches the car and she finds out that it's not Cheyenne, and now Cheyenne is missing, and then Madison is now missing. So Emmy and her father are trying to solve the case of what happened to these kids. And that's all I'm going to give you for the beginning of this book. I will say this book starts there and then it jumps to 12 years later. So you're getting what happened then, and you're getting a 12 years later timeline. And this book was full of twists. Karin Slaughter's thrillers are deep and they are a little bit of a slow burn. So I took my time reading this book. I really read it slow. I really paid attention. I really wanted to get to know all of the characters, how they were all related to each other, how they all fit into this town, what their roles were. And I'm telling you, there are some dark themes in this, but this was a really good book. My only complaint is like maybe 70% of the way through the book, I felt like it was going nowhere. I felt like there was no new plot reveals. There was no new personal information about these people coming out. It just kind of, it had like a big twist, and then you were just kind of stuck. Like just stuck in the same place for a chapter or two before you get to the ending and you start really solving some of these mysteries going on in this book. So that's my only complaint. I felt like the ending, you know, past the 70% mark was a little too drawn out. But after you get past that little slow part in the book, the twists just keep coming all the way to the end. I mean, I love that in thrillers. I think I've said that, and I hate to compare. This is nothing like a Frida McFadden thriller, but I do love Frida McFadden. She keeps the twist coming to the end. I mean, even in the epilogue, Frida gives you twists, and I've said that. If you've seen our Frida vlogs, I've probably said that every time, but it's true, and I appreciated that about this book. The twists keep coming until the end. So this was a great thriller. I think if you really want to deep dive into a good dark book, if you like the show True Detective, if you have read Karin Slaughter in the past and liked her books, you're really gonna like this one. And I mean, it's so exciting to start a new series, so I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to getting the next installment in this series when it comes out. Hopefully she has one coming out next year in 2026, and we can continue following Amy Clifton and all of the drama that's unfolding in this little town.